Okay, so we're vlogging. Okay, so I didn't change my look. I just changed my outfit because I want to change my outfit. I got bored. But excuse my bra. But you know, this is what I'm wearing. And I feel like this is way more comfortable for the weather. So I know I had a sweater earlier, but it had like makeup all over it. So, you know, I just changed it into this. And then I have this tights. And yeah. And then I added more lipstick on my lips. And then I put the pink highlighter up here. And then the green highlighter because I'm going for a walk. So yeah, I'm gonna take you for a walk with us. Take you guys on a walk with me as my different personalities. By the way, happy Easter. This is what I literally do, especially when it's nice. There's no snow, if it's Saskatchewan. I walk. It helps me with my stroke recovery and back injury. But yeah, have to walk slow and let my muscles and stuff catch up with my other side of my body. This muscle is a little bit slow on the side, but you know, I make it work. Okay, so I got this jacket. My mom got it for me last year when I was during my postpartum. She heard I was in the hospital and she's like, I'm flying from BC to go see my daughter. You know, she's sick. And yeah, she bought me this from, I think, Walmart. But it had this like fur stuff in it. But I took it out. It looks better like this because I already have big hair. But you know, I didn't bring any purse with me, but I put my gloves in my pockets. It's just essential stuff, and that's it. I'm not going to the store or anything. I'm just gonna go for a walk around the neighborhood. Just go home. Like, why am I feeling hungry right now? I was not hungry at home, but I'm hungry right now. Like, it's so weird. But I can go like for 30 more minutes before I eat again. I had lunch and yeah, that's it. Yeah, did I show you guys my gloves? I don't know. Like, I zoned out. I'm a Pisces, okay? And it's Pisces season. So I put it in my pocket here and that's it. But yeah, so okay, so I live in a small town, but it's really pretty. It doesn't look like a small town. Like, the buildings are so nice because it's built by Italians. So, you know, that tells you. But I'm around like residential, like neighborhoods and stuff. I don't think there's like the buildings that I can show you. But if I go downtown, I'll show you guys one day. But I don't think I'm gonna go downtown today. Just around the neighborhood. And I wanna go a little bit far for people. Because again, I'm healing. I'm not trying to be rude or anything. It's just that, like, I want to pay attention to what my body's telling me. That's the reason. But you know, my makeup looks really different outside than inside. Okay, so another thing that I'm working on right now regarding my health is that breathing. So I have to breathe through my nose and then exhale with my mouth, because I told you guys earlier my throat's closing, so like I have to like keep doing that. So it helps going out in nature. And then because I'm going for like 30 minutes walk, so I'm not gonna eat between those time because I don't want to choke. I don't want to keep shoving food inside. I want to like take time digesting. So yeah. Digest your food. But yeah, I had a lot of water today. That's a good thing. I had like 5 bottles of water. So, and I've been peeing a lot. Not pooping, but farting. And there's a lot of air coming out of. I'm around this area, and then look, look at the mud and stuff. Like my body has been telling me to just like put my feet on the ground. I don't know, maybe especially like the side of my body where the stroke affected me, like the mud. For whatever reason, my body likes it being, in grass and mud. Look at my shoes. Because I was walking in mud yesterday. It's healing. It heals, you walking in mud. But yeah, I usually go up there. I don't know, you see? Up there, but it's so muddy on the way up there, so I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna take it that far. So, and then there's like lake stuff here. But I like it here. It's helping me with my healing. That's for sure. It's not like BC. I miss BC. I miss it so much. But, sometimes you need to move far away from home to heal, right? So, it is what it is. But, yeah. So, I made it to this part of this area. It's frozen. Okay, in the summer, it was so watery. It's not frozen, but it's frozen now. Again, we're in Canada and Saskatchewan, okay? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna stay here for a little bit. I like the fresh air. Imagine, I wonder if it's water under the ice. Like, there's just ice on top, and then under it, there's just water. I could go figure skating and see. Or look at the sun. I don't want to blind you guys, but look at the sun. It's so nice out here. Okay, fresh air. It's so dry. The prairies, bro. I miss BC. And then I have to like keep my back straight, fix my posture, and that's it. But you guys, so I got bullied at work, so I had to quit my job. My husband told me quit your job, so I'm like behind rent right now, and it's fucking stressing me out. And I'm so done with just being behind rent. Like I'm tired of it. Before I thought I was just, I don't know what was going on with me because of my health and stuff. So I'm like, why was I missing like payments? I'm not paying stuff on time. And then it was my health that was like, holding me back. So, I don't know. So it's just this month. Like when I was working, I literally was paying rent on time. Sometimes I pay earlier, and sometimes I pay extra for water because I like to take hot showers because of my recovery and stuff. It helps me. But, I got bullied at work, and then I got hurt twice, and then my husband was like, just don't go anymore. Yeah, so when I work alone, like the company that I was working with, facility company, I was careful when I was working alone, but it's like when I'm working with someone, when I'm like being partnered with someone, that's when I hurt myself mostly. Like my arms, they still hurt, you know what I mean? And somebody was, helping me assist get the resident up from their chair into their wheelchair, and then the lady that was helping me, she was just like watching my action, she was like waiting for me, she was just like praying on me, I swear to God. And then I don't know, maybe she manipulated the guy, again, I don't blame him. He's a resident, like he is older, like there's a reason why he's in the nursing home. But I don't know what she told him subliminally, and then as soon as, he got up and he just like aimed for my arm, and it's like my arm's like hurting now. And I quit in January, and I really liked working there. I was doing overtime, and I was doing really well. Like, it was, people were just like aiming for my body. I don't know what the fuck their problem was. And then another time was like, I was, again, assisting someone, and then there's somebody helping me, the the full lift, was the full lift. And, as soon as I was helping the resident with something else, she took this, like, she paid attention to my food. She was paying attention. It was this side of my body, right? I had a stroke on this side of my body. And she hit me on my toes on purpose. Like, she was watching me, and there's no evidence. How can I tell the management stuff? And I'm new, and I'm, still on probation, because, apparently you're not supposed to make any mistakes, or like when you complain, when you're still, having to work for 3 months at least, people are not going to listen to you. So my only choice was to just like quit, And let me tell you, the place, it was perfect. It's just the people that I was working with, they were just fucking demonic. I don't know what the fuck their problem was. And, I was so stressed out because I had like 4 days off. And then even on my like days off, I was like stressing out. I was so scared of going back to work. I was like, oh my gosh, this is not okay. And then my husband was like, just give them like 2 weeks notice. And then as time went by, like the closer my shift got, the more stressed out I got. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't do it. And then I texted one of the nurses, and they're like, you have to give 2 weeks notice. I'm like, I don't feel safe. Like, if people could do that, like, it's, they might hit me again. Like, I don't want to do that. But yeah, so that's like the time that I got hurt, because, and like it's a lot of incident that had happened, similar things. But still, one time was like hitting me with a door. I don't know. Getting mad at me. I'm like, what is people's problems? Like, it's so weird, And I think some of the staff took advantage of me being new there, because they know I can't complain or anything. So they're like aiming for my body and all of that stuff, But yeah, and speaking different languages, which they're not supposed to, So stressed out, I swear to God. But now I'm out of a job, applying in different places, and the rent is like fucking stressing me out. I don't know what to do. Like, I literally don't know what to do. I don't go to work, cause problems. But it's just like this fucking bullies. They just go to work and fuck people's lives up. Like, I'm just so tired of it, And I don't know. I'm so exhausted right now. I don't want to think of, being late on like rent or whatever. It's so fucking exhausting. You have no idea. And I didn't like get the job for me to fuck up like that. As I was walking to work an hour every day, and I wrote cover letters. I was scared of going to work because it's fucking dark. Bear might attack me, whatever. I didn't do all of that just to go to work and fuck up. And I'm just tired of lazy people that don't do their jobs right. And then when they see a person that like me does it right, it's a problem. And I'm battling health issues too. Like, it's not that hard. Like, what is your problem? If you're lazy, just, I don't know, improve. Don't aim at me. Like, I'm just, improving myself too. Like, I'm a human being, but I don't hit people because I feel insecure. Like, it's so fucked up. Especially as a fucking healthcare professional, you should understand you're a human being. You're not gonna be perfect. You shouldn't, bully people because you feel insecure. Like, what kind of healthcare professional are you? It's weird, especially if you work there longer than me. Like, I don't know. Like, it's so fucking weird, But yeah, speaking of like languages and stuff like that, we're not supposed to speak our native language. Like, I know not a lot of people speak the same language as me. Okay, so one of the nurses, I think it was my last shift. Yeah, it was on my last shift. she was harassing me. Like, she was following me around because apparently I'm not communicating. And I'll tell you what her problem was. So there was two girls who are from like completely different cultures from me, and they were talking in their language this whole time. They're not supposed to talk in their language. There's a sign that says only speak in English because it confuses other residents, you know. And from my perspective, from, you know, a, you know, what do you call it, a staff perspective, is like you need to communicate with, you know, other staffs in English in order for us to understand you. But no, they were talking in their language. And guess who they were blaming? The nurse was blaming me. She's like, you need to communicate. I'm like, I'm communicating, I'm talking in English, and you guys are talking in your language. And then when I try to communicate with them, they get mad at me. They get so pissed at me. I'm like, I'm literally trying to communicate with you guys, but you're getting mad at me and you're hitting me. How else am I supposed to communicate with you? You're the ones that are getting, you know, aggressive. I'm getting mad right now. It's my day off. I'm not even working there, so I can express myself how I want to. But I was not acting like this. You know, I was literally trying to diffuse the situation because the nurse was following me around the building when I was like trying to do my job while the other girls were talking in their language. And then here's the thing, okay? You said communicate with your staff. One of the residents was having signs of having a heart attack, and I told her that resident is not feeling well because I'm not trained as her. I should not be checking on her, you know, if it's a like heart attack or whatever. So in my training, I was taught like if somebody's having a sign of heart attack, whatever, you report it to the nurse. And guess what she does after I told her? She followed me to argue. Who the heck does that? Like, I don't get it. Like, yo, I just told you somebody's having heart attack, or am I having heart attack? I don't know. That's your job to go check it. Why are you arguing with me? Why are you following me? It's so weird. And then later on, because I literally think she had something, like she took something, she was high on something, because she was not right up here. Like, nobody in their right mind does that, you know what I mean? But yeah, because of their miscommunication and them talking in their language, caused us to be behind one time before all of that happened. Again, I think they were blaming me. Before the nurse started harassing me, it was a different shift. Okay, so because I'm new, I don't have my TLR. So TLR, you're supposed to have your TLR in Saskatchewan as a, you know, as a caregiver before you start lifting people and stuff like that. But I still know the safety because I took the training in BC. But apparently it's different in Saskatchewan. You know, the training, you're supposed to have it separately, the TLR certificate, you know. But yeah, so there was another new girl that was like talking completely different language. The girls that I mentioned earlier, one of them. And then there's another lady that was training us. She's Canadian, she's white. She has her TLR. So instead of communicating with us, one of the girls that was like, you know, talking in different language, they just switched floors with another girl. And then the other girl doesn't have her TLR, you know. And I was like, so it made us, you know, work slowly because the whole thing is messed up. Because literally downstairs, the nurse put us like schedule, right? So why would they go behind us and just change without telling us, you know, just talking in their language? We were behind, you know. And then when the other lady, you know, the one with the TLR, which was going on her break, you know, we couldn't do any lift because none of us have our TLR. They just switched without telling us, you know what I mean? It was so fucking stressful. We were so behind. I was supposed to go home. It was 7:30, 12-hour shift. We were not supposed to be behind like that. And then again, she was blaming me. Like, bro, you made the choice to switch shift without telling us. Like, why are you mad at me? Like, it was so weird.